Today I'm checking out Larry Bird's greatest moments. Let's go ahead and get into it. Quick pull up.
Tie game, 13 seconds to play. Celtics basketball, no shot clock.
They called a timeout. He said, "You know I'm gonna get it." And I said, "I know, I'm gonna be waiting."
And during the timeout, I'm going through a play, and I was like, "This is what we're gonna run." All right, then as you get the ball, you go over here and pass to Kevin, then you go to the corner. And Robert, you come over. Then about that time, Larry steps in and says, "Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way?" Now, after the timeout, we walk back on the court. Larry's going down to his position, so he tells Xavier, says, "I'm getting the ball."
Yeah, he said, "I'm gonna get it right here. I'm gonna shoot it right in your face."
10 seconds.
Run him. I wouldn't have even stayed behind him.
Look out. 2 seconds on the clock.
And he was like, "I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock." I walked back to the sideline like, damn.
Larry Bird just phenomenal the way that he will contribute in the clutch time after.
Larry tries to fight his way through with Barkley all over. They're not going to call a foul. Goes to Bird. He's open.
To spread the ball defensively. Let's see if they wind it all the way down. Inside 10 seconds. You can't double yet. Now you can quickly.
Too late.
Good. 3.6 seconds left. Larry Bird gets the Boston.
He shot that quick as hell.
Bird down low. Gets the ball behind. Michael comes over to try for the block.
Damn, the elbow. Most people,
put all of us in a room, magic.
most people right-handed gonna turn to the other side to shoot. So him turning to his right hand shooting that was impressive, man. So I know most right-handed people like to go the other way with that shot.
And Bird probably be the guy who walks out of the room at the end of the day.
Damn. It's always surprising to see elite point guards like that making bad passes, like Isaiah Thomas or John Stockton or Magic or somebody like that, especially late in the game.
Bird pops out, avoids the steal, gets it over to DJ. Bird goes right into the pivot. Now DJ holds the ball. Back in the Bird. The ball away is gone. Oh, my
Another time turning off to his right.
Boston Celtics have evened this NBA World Championship Series at 2 games apiece.
I remember we were playing Washington in Washington one night, and Larry just hit what would have been the game-winning shot, but KC called timeout.
It won't count. It does not count. Boston had called a timeout.
Larry came back to the bench, and he was a little upset.
He looks at the bench and says, "Hey guys, when I come back after timeout, I'm going to go right to the same spot. And I'm going to kick it in."
He told Washington, "I'm going to get the ball."
2 seconds left. The Bullets by 1. Aims to Bird. He gets a good shot in the Celtics winner. Boy, this is something else. Incredible. And Bird
That's
wins
crazy.
it at the buzzer.
How many people would talk to the other team like this and say, "I'm going to stick it in your face"?
I'd be pissed to get talked to like that and then it happen too. I'm gonna get it hit in your face and then do it.
I was guarding in my rookie year. He looked at me and he goes, "You can't stop me." And I looked at him and I said, "Gosh, boy, you're so confident." He goes, "Confident? You're a rookie. You don't know anything." He proceeded to score like 10 straight points on me. The coach took me out the game. He walks by and he's laughing at me.
Larry Bird catches the ball in the corner. I take off running out at Larry Bird, and right when he's getting ready to shoot, I jump. And as I go by, him. He tells me, he says, "Fly, Bird." And I go right by him. He shoots the ball. It's nothing but nylon.
Larry Bird was a pain in the neck. Anytime we had a chance to win, Larry Bird changed that.
Larry Bird.
Yeah, he was clutch.
There was a certain confidence you had because, you know, if you ever got in trouble, give the ball to Larry and get out of his way, and he delivered.
Double team and Bird. Larry, fake, fall away.
That was a terrible double team. The second defender is just standing there, not even doing nothing. He put his hands up.
Played against somebody. Do you remember? Well, you had the Bird night.
I had the Bird night. That was a tough night, man. The biggest argument that night is, well, you only scored 6 on me.
But nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
No, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, and, you know, Bird talked a lot of trash.
And that's in New Orleans.
That's in New Orleans. In that game, we're on the free throw line, and he's like, he literally says, left side, across the 3, and you're listening to him. That's a tough feeling.
But, okay, so you guys got...
Why were they in New Orleans?
Livingston got fined by Fratello, I think.
And Eddie Johnson for celebrating.
Celebrating Bird.
Yeah, it was the best film session. Every time when I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
it was the greatest film session ever because back then you didn't have, you know, you watched the real game and just went, you know, with a video, and Mike rewound the celebration 20 times. He just kept not the shot, he just kept rewinding it, showing the guys. You remember they were giving each other high five.
And then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah,
too.
that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter.
That was crazy.
And Antoine Carr and Cliff gives each other high five, and our film session was 20 minutes of that. So it was.
It wasn't somebody not playing good defense on Bird. It was you guys celebrating Larry Bird.
Fratello wouldn't let it go. It just kept rewinding.
Oh, I'd be pissed too if I was the coach.
And it was.
I think Bird went by the bench one time too.
He fell in.
Look at that, bro.
Yeah, and he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, "Off the glass into the trainer." And, yeah, and so it was a bad night.
He was a basketball genius. He'd be a step ahead, a thought ahead, play the game like a chess game.
I'd much rather guard Michael Jordan than Larry Bird because you have to play the game as a thinker when you're playing him.
He said he'd rather guard Jordan than Larry Bird.
Quick, couldn't jump really high, but there was just some sleepless nights.
Bird takes the pop. It's gone. Get in.
The All-Star game is in Dallas, the first three-point contest, and he just starts looking at guys, doesn't say a word, and people are getting kind of nervous. And then he finally speaks and says, I'm just looking to see who's going to finish second.
Some pure trash talking and just general bravado. And the theatrics of it all was made for Larry.
And Larry would back up his boast by not only winning the contest, but blowing away the competition with a phenomenal shooting display.
Damn. I think his foot was on the line, though. It's so weird how his left hand kind of moves. Just don't stay straight, and it kind of tilts when he shoots it. It's almost like shooting with two hands a little bit.
I came back and lucked out, really.
At the end of one of the trips, he had accomplished every goal. We hadn't lost a game on the trip. And Larry told all of us players and the media too, we were all standing around waiting to leave. He said, tomorrow night's the last game of the trip. I'm going to play this one left-handed at least through 3 quarters. And at the end of 3 quarters, the next night in Portland against poor Jerome Kersey, he had 27 points left-handed. And it was remarkable.
Larry fakes it. Bird. He passed it off the backboard to himself.
When there's nothing holding you back, what would your thing be?
Old Spice shampoo smells great and helps keep your hair thick and healthy looking.
This guy was going to do one thing almost every night that really spun your head around, made you do like, couldn't believe this was happening.
Bird to Vincent to Bird. Over the backboard.
Damn.
He was playing chess and everybody else was playing checkers. He was 3 moves ahead of everybody else. And you never knew what he was going to do, but you knew it was going to be something special.
Bird steals it. You can see it coming, and look at the pass to McHale. Isn't that
In last year's playoffs, Person was out to make Bird eat his words while adding a few choice comments of his own.
Chuck Person, he definitely has his reputation. During the playoffs, he just went AWOL, and he just went to work.
You can see Gilson playing a little Bird, giving it back to him kind. Chuck
Person going at Larry Bird.
He scored the last 16 points.
Chuck and Larry down low, greeting one another once again.
Bird, he has caught fire. Person stopped him and had something to say afterwards. And look at Bird. Person didn't dare look at him.
Yeah, it is a little special because I've known Chuck for a while and we've always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
It looked like his luck had finally run out. He certainly doesn't have that normal Bird rhythm going for him. Seconds remaining, has only 7, has to be 15. That's 8, making 9, and 10, 11 as we're counting. 13. He's still got to drop one here quickly. 14. This is a tie for the money.
Damn. Come back.
He knew exactly what the score was. He knew that ball was going to win the competition for him, and it's almost like he did it in dramatic fashion just to make it more fun.
He knew it when he let it go and was headed for the winner's circle.
Then the game begins. Magic and Larry come out together, two guys that had saved the league. They wouldn't even be playing this game without those two. And Magic passed the ball. Larry makes the first basket.
Banking in, goes to the fadeaway.
I mean, it just didn't get any better than that.
The U.S. was off and running, and the result was a thing of beauty.
Johnson leading the break, finds
And no one
They
seemed more
dominated.
excited to be sharing the court than the co-captains.
Bird for 3.
Opening night was a smashing success, with the outcome never in doubt.
Bullet from Magic.
And late in the game, fans in Portland decided they wanted a curtain call from a 3-time MVP.
Larry.
The crowd start cheering. Larry, Larry, Larry.
Crowd reacts to the entrance of Larry Bird. A standing ovation.
And as he'd done so many other times in his career, Larry
Did he
Bird
play in Olympics
rose to
after
the
he
occasion.
retired? Or was he retired? Did he retire the next year? I don't even remember.
It was a virtually flawless performance. The final margin of victory was 77 points.
Damn.
And Magic and Bird had led